So Turtles All the Way Down covers a variety of mental health issues, some which we should all find either be familiar with or somewhat relatable. Azra has suffered a loss no one should. The loss of a parent that I would say might be a trigger for extreme OCD and germophobia. And I only say maybe because it seems like at parts of the opening when she's a little kid, she does still present some traits of a germaphobe, but I'm not sure if I'm reading too much into it or maybe her father kept it in check. Azra grows up to have a best friend we all deserve, Daisy, a character that I think I enjoyed more than Azra if I'm being honest. Daisy is that friend that is loyal and that will never leave your side, for better or for worse. I get this feeling at the very beginning that their friendship feels a little one-sided, and I'm not wrong, but, well, that comes later. These soon-to-be college girls see on the news that a corrupt billionaire is on the run, but, by coincidence, Azra knew the son at SAT camp, which is other levels of depressing. By fate, and by fate I mean Daisy, Azra and Davis meet up again, and it's clear there are still feelings there. So, they're off to a double date. And after he gives her $100,000, which is a Chad move if I've ever seen one, Azra splits the money with Daisy, but doesn't agree with her on buying a used car. Again, tensions are brewing. Azra and Davis go on a date that goes well until it doesn't. Throughout the film, we see her OCD manifest in various ways to the audience, in ways that we can understand. Visually, we see fungus and germs, voiceovers that take her out of the conversation, and her being in her own head, which is low-key relatable. Azra finally takes the time to read Daisy's fanfiction, and oh man, just bust open a can of worms with these friends finally have the fight that I've been craving. On one side, you have Azra pointing out how hurt she is with Daisy. Oh man, Daisy unloads, calling Azra self-centered, which she's not wrong. She asks her, what are my parents' names? And Azra has no response. She even says, why did you barely start reading my fanfiction? Also, that's how I cope. And yeah, Azra isn't really a great friend, in my opinion. She's the mustard of people, which, if you watch the movie, you'll get that reference. Our car crash and subsequent breakdown finally brings Azra to the realization that she needs her meds and needs to try to make amends with Daisy for her mistakes. She has to start taking the adult steps necessary to grow if she wants to be an adult in this world. It's a coming-of-age story that's a little rough, but it's necessary at times. After Daisy and Ezra finally make up, they find the body of the corrupt billionaire, which, I mean, fuck him. And oh yeah, there's a love story in this. Which, by the way, Azra kind of is having issues with, can she even have a relationship? Because when she kisses Davis, she has a bit of a breakdown as far as like germs entering her body. And there are moments where she's okay, but not. Again, exhibiting very clear signs of anxiety that I've seen in other people. Azra finds it in her to let Davis know about his father, and then they proceed forward. Fast forward, I believe it's 2 weeks. She finds out Davis will be moving to Colorado because it's what's best for him and, more importantly, his brother. Their paths kind of unsure, not knowing if they will end up together. Azra realizes her life will be filled with a lot of love, heartbreak, change, broken promises, relapsing, growth, and earnestness. But one person that she'll always have, hopefully, will be Daisy. This movie doesn't really feel like a romantic story, more like a story about friendship with romance involved. It's a movie that's easy to understand but hard to relate to, for me at least. I enjoy the story, but it does feel like it doesn't measure up to something like The Fault in Our Stars, which made me cry like a Swiftie at an Eras Tour concert. That said, this movie is not bad, it's just, I think it's one of those films where your taste will vary. Should it be watched? Yes, definitely. And it would definitely make a great educational tool for high schoolers who are dealing with anxiety and depression. People that are dealing with, maybe, yes, their germophobia, especially in the post-COVID world. That said, for me at least, this film is a 6 out of 10. What did you think of it? Go ahead and let me know down below. And yeah, we'll catch you all next time. We'll see everybody.